One of the most frequent questions I get from young people is what is the best degree to get for an entrepreneur? I think I have a pretty good answer to that. Let's talk about it. Before we get started, guys, if you're new here, if you like the stuff I've been doing on my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Be part of the community that we're building here to help entrepreneurs learn and grow. Now, going to university, going to college, getting a bachelor's degree is really seen as like a milestone for a lot of people. It's one of those things that gets them started in the professional world. And it can seem like a huge decision, where to go, what to study, what your major should be, all these things, and you'll have people telling you all types of different things. But a lot of the big questions I get are about if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you know that's what you want to do, what is it that you should study? There's a lot to answer for this question, so let's get into it. First off, guys, if you don't want to be an entrepreneur, if you just want to be an employee for someone and work for someone else, then this is the wrong video for you. Go to university, study engineering, actuarial science, mathematics, computer science, any hard science, pre-med. Those are the degrees that are going to give you the highest earning potential, and that's what you should study, because if you want to work for someone else, you want to make as much as possible. Or don't even go to university, learn a trade, become an electrician or a plumber, and you're going to make a very good living without a degree. But I think most of you guys are here because you want to know what the best way to become an entrepreneur, what you should study at university is, and that's what we're going to talk about. It's a complicated answer, so let's start to break it down. First things first, guys, something more important than what you actually study is don't go into debt to get your education. It's not worth it. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you're not positioning yourself well for entrepreneurship if you're taking on debt. There's a lot of options out there to help you pay for university, and you need to find them and take advantage of them. First one being grants and scholarships. This is one of the things I did. I got a lot of grants and scholarships throughout my whole education to help me pay for it, and it's one of the ways I avoided going into debt. The second way is to start out at a community college. Again, this is something I did. My very first degree was from the Community College of Rhode Island. It was my associate's degree. It was very affordable. I didn't go into any debt to get it. I paid for it all myself with grants and scholarships and money I earned. And I was able to take a lot of electives there that really were beneficial to me in the long run. And I'll talk about how you leverage that in a little bit. But guys, no matter what you study, if you want to be an entrepreneur, do not incur debt to get your education. Under no circumstance is that worth it. Now that that debt issue is out of the way, and that really is the most important thing here, guys, what degree should you study? What major, what subject should you study? And the short answer is it doesn't matter. Pick something you're passionate about. Let that passion motivate you and drive you. Because if you can't be successful at something that you really feel passionate about, what's going to motivate you? What are you going to be successful in? Pick that subject that you're going to be interested in, right? If it's history, study history. If it's computer science, study computer science. If it's literature, study literature. It doesn't matter. Just be passionate about it. Bring that to the table. Bring your passion to the table when you're studying, and I think that will go much further than any specific degree would. That being said, be smart about your electives. Every degree has electives, guys. Take electives that are going to benefit you long term. And like I said, when I was doing my associates and my bachelor's, I picked electives that were going to benefit me, that I knew were going to help me in the long run to be an entrepreneur. Take programming classes, guys. Learn how to code, because that's important. No matter what your business is, know the basics of computer programming. Take accounting. Take marketing. Marketing is going to be one of the most important things for any business to build your brand, to get it out there. Take these types of classes. Public speaking. I took a public speaking class. That's generally considered a fluff class. It paid off for me tremendously. I speak all over the world now. Take a law class, a basic law class. Understand the law of contracts, business law. Anything like that is going to go a long way to helping you be an entrepreneur and have a better understanding of the moving pieces of any business. Guys, the next thing that's still more important than what degree you're actually getting, what major you're studying, is the people you surround yourself with. And I've talked about this on this channel before, because the people around you heavily influence your motivation in what you're doing. So you want to surround yourself with driven people, people who are passionate, and take advantage of being away at college or being at a university surrounded by completely new groups of people who you don't know. Get to know them. Push yourself. Surround yourself with people who are driven. Find professors who can mentor you, who have experience that you can draw on. And it's not just the people closest around you, guys. Expand your network. Get to meet as many people as you can, because you never know what someone is going to open up opportunity-wise to you in the future, or how you can potentially help someone who you meet through a business contact or making a connection. This is all part of the power of networking and expanding your personal network, surrounding yourself with positive people. Next on the list, guys, is take advantage of being a student. And I don't just mean using your student ID to get a discount at the movies. Take advantage of being around professors who can mentor you, who have experience that might interest you. Take advantage of your projects to interview business people and get close to them. Contacting a business and saying, hey, I'm a student, I'm doing a project, I'd love to interview this person, this CEO, this head of marketing for my project. Can we arrange that? Is a great way to get access you would otherwise not have. Join activities that are going to give you exposure to different industries, guys. Sit in on lectures that are just topics that are going to expand your knowledge. These are the type of things you need to take advantage of being a student. Don't just be a passive bystander in your education. Take an active role and actually hack your education. Get the most out of it. Guys, find internships that are going to help you get experience with small businesses and startups. Most schools are going to have a department that's dedicated just to finding internships for their students and matching them with companies. Now, don't just rely on that department to find you the right internship, because a lot of those are going to be with big corporations. They're going to be structured internship programs where they stick you in a cubicle and you report to some manager with a overinflated sense of importance. What you want to do is go out, identify companies that you want to learn from. You want to find companies with high-performing teams, small businesses. That's going to give you a much better perspective on the day-to-day operations. That's going to be a great learning experience for you. I would make contact with that internship department at your university from day one and just make sure they know who you are and what you're looking for. So if something does come in that you're a fit for or that's a fit for you, they're going to have you in mind. They're going to let you know. Make it known what you want and go after it. So guys, that is pretty much it. It doesn't matter what degree you get if you want to be an entrepreneur. Don't go into debt and use these steps to hack your education. Get the most out of that experience. I promise you guys, the majority of the useful knowledge that you get as a college student is going to come from outside the classroom. So don't miss those opportunities. Find them and take advantage of them. Finally, guys, if you have any questions about how I went all the way through to my PhD without incurring any debt, leave those questions down below in the comments and I'll answer all of them for you. If you guys like this, if it added value, give me that thumbs up, guys. Show me that you like it and share this video to let someone else know who's thinking about going to college but wants to be an entrepreneur how I recommend they do it or how I did it. Until next time, guys, keep making your ideas a reality.